Airbnb IPO, the IPO where I think this is the next 10x stock because of so many reasons that we will discuss today. So be prepared because I already invested $60,000 into that and want to increase this position up to $500,000. So stay tuned and here is everything you need to know.
Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
So let's talk about Airbnb. We will talk about a couple of topics today. So first we will talk about the brand. Then we will talk about the team. We will talk about my investments. We will talk about the valuation and the price. And finally, a conclusion, what this is all about. I want to talk with you about brand first because it's so important. And brand is something that you are knowingly or unknowingly really worship, okay? So everybody knows Uber, everybody knows Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola, by the way, was this year valued, only the brand, with its name, trademark. So if Coca-Cola would decide, we will rename to Cuckoo, all right, then we will sell Coca-Cola to McDonald's, for example. McDonald's would need to pay at least $80 billion, guys, just for the name. So as you can see, Airbnb, I think, is so strong, especially in the young generations. People say, I will Airbnb my place. Like it's like the sounding and nice name and brand that everybody knows, right? I mean, everybody knows Airbnb, but not everybody knows the Four Seasons, right? Or Hilton, or other brands, or Booking.com. I think that this brand has so much potential. And think about that. 90% of all customers of Airbnb coming to Airbnb organically. You know what this means? This means that they pay only 10%, for people to come to their site. 90% of all customers coming organically. They know, okay, I want to do something, I want to go somewhere. So let's go and check out Airbnb.com, right? So you can see here how big of a brand it is, how important it is to further build this up. And I think, experiences will be big and the focus on the main core business is so important. What they just discovered or rediscovered, what Brian just before IPO said, they just got so sexy, so nice. And I think, from now on, you will hear a lot of Airbnb, at least here on this channel. So let's talk about the team. The team is amazing because the team is since the very beginning there. The founders are three guys that started Airbnb with a airbed and breakfast. Really, the story is just so amazing, and I feel that you must read the book The Upstarters, because this is the unbelievable story of the upcoming share economy and which risks and potential this company has. And also I think you see how hardworking they actually were, how creative they were. They were one of the Y incubator companies that absolutely crashing it since a couple of years. So very important. And Brian Chesky, who's the founder and CEO, is just this visionary. If you're watching his interviews, he's just, so straightforward, and this company just got so sexy before the IPO, a lot of cost cutting with employees. They did it in a very, very nice manner. So I think, the team, the culture is so nice. And if you have this kind of culture in a company, then the people inside the company will do their everything, their best, the very best, to actually make this company a success. And therefore, I believe that the team is absolutely amazing. I love it. This is like an AAA rating for a team. So let's talk about my investment into Airbnb. I think that it's important for you to understand that I would love the stock go down. I put $60,000. You have maybe seen the screenshots, and all the members actually got a pre-information, a one-pager even. I make a full investment thesis on Airbnb and posted it in my Discord channel. If you want to get access to this Discord channel, then go to the join button below all my videos and choose the real wolf or higher tier, and then you can know these things prior to releasing on my Instagram or on my YouTube. So make sure to follow me also on Instagram. And I think that it's just so nice if the stock would go down. People will say, like, well, you put $60,000, so why you want the stock go down? Well, actually, I want to buy even up to $500,000 of Airbnb. So I want to buy a great company for less money. Doesn't ring a bell? I mean, if not, then you should ring the bell and subscribe to this channel if you haven't done it yet. What a transition. So the investment, after everything, it's just such a company I want to be in, even when it will be not a 10-bagger, which I think it will be. Think about it, just from a perspective of inflation. To have this company to grow 10x from here, it would take, on the current valuation, $800 million. But I hope that the stock goes down to a valuation maybe of 40 billion. This would be amazing. Then it just need to go to 400 billion to 10x my money, if I can average down, right? So this is the power of averaging down every month, for example, or every week, or whatever your interval is. I think it's just so nicely to be in these companies for such. We will go look back in a couple of years and we'll say, well, I should be in Airbnb for $150, not for $1,500. Where is it now? And I know there's so many people, it's overpriced, and I heard it all, always. I heard it at Apple, I heard it at Amazon, I heard it at Tesla, and you know what, and Netflix, all of these consumer product companies or innovative consumer product companies. If the people think it's overvalued, then they are just not understanding. As more as research as you put in your thesis and your investment thinking, as more as you will be, secured in terms of a mindset and emotion, right? I'm super secured, so I'm not unsecure. People that, just seeing Airbnb, I want to be in, this stock went up 100%, I want to be in, they are super unsecure because they don't know what they're doing, right? There's a lot of people out there, and if you want to know more about investing and how to control this, just follow me here, and it will be a fun ride. Okay, so since this recording, which was yesterday, so happy weekend as you're watching it on a Saturday, you can see here the IPO was quite, a little bit volatile, actually straightforward, hold at the price of 140, and the highest that we had here was 163, I think even 168, but I'm not sure if this is correct. Anyway, so you can see here, since this high, we lost about 11%, what people don't understand, that valuations are not that important nowadays, okay? If there's a market cap of 86 or 120 or 150, it doesn't really matter, because what really matters is if someone will buy the stock in the future for much more money than you bought it. This is all what counts, okay? So do you think a great team, a great brand, a booming travel economy will lift this great company up? And if yes, then, the stock price will just follow one day. Maybe it's after 1 year, maybe after 2 years, maybe after 3 years. Ron Barron, when he invested into Tesla, and he invested billions of dollars into Tesla, he said, the stock was pretty much flat for 5 years. And the company grew like 50%. So the recent spike, the first spike that we have seen in the end of 2019 was actually just, the logical move after such much success of Tesla. And I think that we will see an enormous growth of this company. The product is just so amazingly better than hotels. You know, some cities for the same price you will get, you know, an Airbnb. And Airbnb, you know, you don't have to think about Airbnb like, oh, that's like a creepy someone's place. There's people that buying places and just, you know, servicing it like a hotel room. So the experience is a hotel-like experience, right? And the pictures are great, and, you know, you have your own little things, and everything is sanitized and everything. So I think that, you know, you're getting much more for your buck if you're going for Airbnb. And you know, we as younger generations will use more and more Airbnb because it's just so cool, right? And you have different kind of experiences. I heard a lot about people saying, you know, I was in a hotel and then in the same city in a nice Airbnb, and I always prefer to stay in an Airbnb after that. So, you know, this is saying it all, right? I mean, this is just so beautiful. And I think that this will disrupt, you know, the hotel business, and you know how big the hotel business can be, right? And yes, there are some risks like, you know, regulations, but this is something we will talk in the conclusion. In the conclusion of this video, I would love that you smash the like button, and I want to just go with you just a little bit into something that I want to say. It's, in the end of the day, also a risky investment, right? I mean, you are betting high here, and I have a chance that, you know, I maybe in the short term will lose 50% of my capital, right? I mean, 60K will be 30K or 25K if, you know, the market decided we don't like Airbnb and it's way too overvalued. You know, we are selling because there's a third wave or a new virus or whatsoever. Then obviously there is some pressure. But you know, this is with everything, right? I mean, you can even invest into Apple and they stop to innovate, and they will just die out like other big companies did, right? Like IBM was one of the big innovative computer companies, and who is it now? Now it's Amazon and Apple, right? So as you can see here, it's always risky, but the risk that I actually tolerated is, you know, for example, people are saying the regulations could be a risk for Airbnb. I agree, but it's also the chance. So we saw a lot of cities saying, you know, we don't want to see Airbnb here, but people wanted to rent their places. And with the upcoming travel boom, I mean, you will be lucky if you can get a seat on an airplane in 2021 if you are booking, you know, later than March, for example, right? So you can see here that this unbelievable travel boom economy will push exactly those stocks like Airbnb, cruise liners, airlines, hotel booking websites, hotels, you know, all of this will just experience this unbelievable demand, and then the pricing power will be at those suppliers. And also, obviously, you know, people will say, you know, all the hotels are fully booked. All the Airbnbs are fully booked. I will start, you know, to live with my mom and rent out my apartment in Airbnb because this, you know, is the website to go. I don't go to Marriott apartment booking websites or to booking.com to rent my apartment. No. I will go to Airbnb, and this is again the brand power of Airbnb, that you directly thinking, okay, I will rent my place and it will be normal. And you know, it's just being so heavy that I think that, you know, we can have a very unsuspected revenue boom for Airbnb next year. So I'm already on board, and I will dollar average into this position more. And now you know what it's all about, and I hope you can join my membership, so you will be informed about any updates I have, or my thoughts, or you know, any complex thinking about it. And I hope you have a fantastic and the best weekend that you ever had. I see you obviously tomorrow because I'm vlogging every single day.
Jingle bells.